the Nolichucky River surpassed its previous record by 8 feet, resulting in a breathtaking and alarming scene. Join us as we discuss the entire extent of the dam break in Tennessee, its aftermaths, its causes, and its impact on people and the environment. The Nolichucky Dam in Greeneville, Tennessee, has stood tall for over a century, since its construction in 1912 to 1913. This 94-foot concrete dam extends 482 feet across the Nolichucky River and was initially built by the Tennessee Eastern Electric Company, TEEC, to provide hydroelectric energy to homes and companies. Its reservoir, 800-acre Davy Crockett Lake, named for the renowned folk hero born just upstream, was a local landmark. Historically, the dam's 4 generators produced more than 10,000 kilowatts of power. However, by 1972, sediment had built up in Davy Crockett Lake, ending energy production. The Tennessee Valley Authority, which took over in 1945, switched its priorities from power to flood management and animal conservation. However, the dam's ongoing silt problem has made it a source of frustration for riverfront residents, with upstream flooding occurring on occasion. Fast forward to September 27, 2024, when Hurricane Helene strikes. The dam faced its most difficult challenge yet, with heavy rains pushing the Nolichucky River to its limits, leaving local neighbors on edge and wondering if the aged structure can withstand much longer. Homes were swamped, and city activities came to a standstill. Despite heavy rainfall brought on by Hurricane Helene, which caused the region's water levels to rise to previously unheard-of heights, the Nolichucky Dam in eastern Tennessee held steady as of late Saturday morning. However, as the Nolichucky River swelled to an amazing 8 feet beyond its previous record level due to the severe downpour, fears of a disastrous collapse were immediately raised. U.S. Geological Survey data shows that by Friday night, the Nolichucky River's water levels had surged 17 feet over pre-storm levels. Flash flood alerts were issued by the National Weather Service for Cockey, Greene, and Hamblin counties, which include 2 schools and around 6,000 individuals. A flash flood warning was also issued by the Weather Service for regions along the French Broad River, due to an ongoing discharge of water from dams upstream. Officials cautioned that in the event of a complete failure of the Nolichucky Dam, flood crests would follow closely after a deadly wave of water that may reach bridges downstream in as little as 20 minutes. A flash flood emergency was declared for regions downstream by the Morristown, Tennessee, National Weather Service, and it lasted until 4 p.m. Residents were urged to evacuate immediately and seek higher ground. Communities in the flood zone, not only along the Nolichucky River, but also close to the Waterville Dam in North Carolina across the border, have been under a lot of stress. Communities downstream of Waterville were ordered to evacuate on Friday, while Duke Energy, the dam's operator, attempted to control unprecedented flooding. The Cockey County Sheriff responded by announcing that school buses will be utilized to help evacuate displaced citizens. Eric C. Anderson Community Park in Roan Mountain was entirely submerged, and the floodwaters carried away a neighboring bridge. Newport was not the only one in danger. Across Tennessee, tensions rose as Hurricane Helene's danger caused widespread flash floods, making rescue operations difficult. One especially tense moment occurred in Unicoi County, near the North Carolina border, where rescue teams were stretched beyond their limits. Helene's fury was felt across the southern United States, with thousands of police officers, firefighters, National Guard personnel, and volunteers racing to assist in rescue efforts. Meanwhile, nearly 30,000 cubic feet of water per second flowed over Nolichucky Dam in Greeneville, Tennessee, as Helene's aftermath continued to wreak devastation on the region. Unicoi County establishments were forced to evacuate early Friday morning, as the Nolichucky River overflowed its banks, flooding the area. The situation got dangerous for the boats dispatched by the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency to operate, so everyone was relocated to the roof for safety. The increasing water brought in too much debris, preventing the rafts from operating properly. With storm winds holding other aircraft at bay, a Virginia State Police helicopter was eventually able to land on the roof, and 3 National Guard helicopters with hoist capability were on their way to assist. Meanwhile, at Newport, the Pigeon River reached a record gauge height of 27.13 feet, breaking the previous record of 23.4 feet. Floodwaters washed away homes and cars, and emergency services conducted numerous water rescues in Cock County. The Newport Community Center, located at 433 Prospect Avenue, has opened its doors to people seeking a secure place to remain. As the flooding worsens, authorities urge everyone to observe evacuation instructions and avoid traveling on flooded or restricted roads. Parts of Hartford were also inundated, according to video footage uploaded online. The town is located right on the banks of the Pigeon River, and as of Friday morning, inhabitants in Roan Mountain are being evacuated due to significant flooding in the area. Carter County 911 announced on social media that evacuations will begin at 7:30 a.m. Several schools and churches in Carter County have volunteered to serve as shelters, and any county fire station is open to individuals in need. In the meantime, the Nolichucky Dam's operator, the Tennessee Valley Authority, TVA, closely monitored the structural stability of the building. TVA posted on social media, "Our dam safety teams are in the process of assessing the condition of the dam to determine next steps, as teams worked non-stop in order to prevent a possible collapse." TVA spokeswoman Elizabeth Thompson issued a warning, stating that areas as far downstream as Douglas Lake may be affected by a deadly flood if the dam failed. In a show of community support, the city of Knoxville sent 8 swift water specialists from the Knoxville Fire Department, as well as 4 police officers trained in swift water rescue to help with the ongoing Carter County rescue efforts. So how will it affect Tennessee? A dam breach has disastrous effects that have a significant impact on the economy, human life, and infrastructure. Immediate financial losses as a result of livestock losses, crop destruction from flooding, and property damage. A great deal of damage is done to agricultural areas, which affects local food production and puts a heavy financial burden on farmers. After a dam breaks or significant flooding event, local companies that rely on tourism, agriculture, or natural resources will face serious interruptions. The local economy may be negatively impacted by the temporary or permanent closures that result from damage to commercial properties. Damage to hotels, restaurants, and recreational facilities, for example, may discourage tourists from visiting a region, resulting in large drops in revenue during the busiest times of the year. But, aside from that, what about the recovery update and efforts? Thankfully, things started to get better around noon. According to authorities, the water level was dropping by around 1 foot every hour, but the threat had not disappeared. Hurricane Helene's leftovers are causing severe disruption in East Tennessee, with strong winds and unrelenting flooding after days of rain that saturated the land. The National Weather Service warns that circumstances remain dangerous owing to strong gusts. While general flood warnings have expired and conditions in Knoxville are improving, flash flood alerts remain in force for far northeast Tennessee. Drivers should be on the watch for fallen trees and electrical wires as the danger of widespread power disruptions grows. Travel can be challenging, particularly for high-profile cars. Cockey County's mayor has urged people near the water to evacuate immediately and avoid driving through flooded regions. He has formally proclaimed a state of emergency in Cock County. Meanwhile, Tennessee's governor has issued Executive Order 105 to provide crucial help to individuals affected by the terrible weather and flooding. The state is also requesting a major disaster declaration from FEMA to get more funding and help for the affected counties. The recovery process following the dam break in Tennessee caused by Hurricane Helene is still ongoing, with numerous steps being performed. Initially, emergency services and state agencies such as the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, TEMA, sent rapid water rescue teams and conducted evacuations in flood-prone regions, particularly downstream of the Nolichucky River and the Waterville Dam, which had been harmed. In addition to organizing relief efforts and guaranteeing the safety of individuals who have been displaced, the authorities are presently looking into the structural integrity of the affected dams. Depending on how much damage has been done, the rebuilding and repair stages will probably take months or even years. State and federal financial assistance is essential for rehabilitation, particularly for companies and individuals who have suffered losses. How much time will it take for the dam to get back to normal? Or will it even ever be able to be built back? How much will it cost? Do let us know your valuable thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be the first to watch our new video. Please help me reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. See you in the next video.